heard from behind the scenes, and I've seen some people think the brother, forget his name. Uh, man, I forget his name. Oh man, he used to go by the Arab King. I don't know. Aki TV speak on this, and I heard somebody confirmed it behind the scenes that Turkey Al-Sheikh offered Teofimo Lopez $10 million to fight Devin Haney in February, and T.O. turned it down and called out Tank. I speak on T.O. calling out Tank too, pretty soon. So yeah, I'm still ain't at the crib yet, so I don't even know when I'm gonna be back at the crib. But when I get back at the crib, it'll be regular programming as such. So hopefully, you know, it is what it is. Y'all can look at these thumbnails, but yeah, I mean, if T.O. don't fight Devin for $10 million and coming off the fight he had with Devin Haney, I mean with Ryan Garcia, most people think he damaged goods after that fight. He can't take a punch and all that type of stuff. Then I don't know what to say. I heard they sparred some years ago and Devin was outclassing them, but T.O. hit him with a good shot and the sparring ended after that shot. So I heard that Devin was clearly outboxing him until he landed that shot. So I don't know what it is. You know, if it's true that he turned down $10 million and turned around and called out Tank, he ain't gonna make 10 versus Tank right now. I don't even think he worth 10. You know, as far as, what he's done in the ring resume wise, but as far as outside the ring, he kind of remind you of a black fighter, a fighter who don't really have a following like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't have a country behind them. And it's funny, a lot of these black fighters go, and these black athletes, they go represent this country in the Olympics, and they don't get any fanfare. They don't get any following. You know what I'm saying? You get through on the ground like Tyreek Hill, still treat you like a ninja. But nonetheless, yeah, I don't know. T.O. don't think he could beat Devin. I think that's what it boiled down to. Perfect opportunity. He coming off a shaky performance. Most people think he may punch harder or be a better fighter than Ryan Garcia. So if he really didn't think it was the Peds and Ryan Garcia and Ryan legitimately beat Devin Haney, why not get in the ring and go make $10 million? And if it's a problem paying, it's really not a problem at this point because Top Rank is under the Rehab season banner. So he wouldn't have to pay Top Rank to go jump town. And even if he did, I'm pretty sure Turkey Al-Sheikh will front that bill. So Devin trying to come back versus top fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could have fought Liam Paro, but Eddie Hearn wouldn't offer him nothing to go over there. And the government probably wasn't putting up enough money to go over there and fight. So, the rumor is they was trying to make this fight. And at the end of the day, I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Devin want to jump back in there, don't want to do a tune-up. See, him and Earl don't want to do tune-ups. The truth is him and Earl don't want to do tune-ups. Why? They don't want to take a regression in money. And I tell y'all, sometimes when you just looking at the money and that's all you looking at, you ain't looking at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture hard to look at too, because once you fight once or twice a year, it's hard to look at the bigger picture. But when you just looking at the money, sometimes that'll mess you up. Sometimes you'll make irrational decisions based off of financial gain, and you're not gonna make the smart play. You hear it all the time. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. So, but on the cool, on the real, T.O. just don't want to fight Devin. If he ain't gonna fight Devin for $10 million and coming off the performance he came off of, and Devin be almost coming off a year layoff, you know what I'm saying? Then I mean he ain't gonna never fight him. He ain't gonna never fight him. And is it a bad style matchup? Yes, you see what Jermaine Ortiz did to him. You know what I'm saying? So his whole thing is how he gonna cut that distance off. That's his whole thing. How is he gonna cut that distance off? That's the number one thing for him. How does he cut the distance off, and get past that stick? He don't have no feet. He really don't have no head movement. He don't have no feet. He don't have no head movement. So, but like I said before, he do got that one hitter quitter. And then you wonder what weight would it be at. Maybe he ain't interested in because Devin don't have a belt no more. He does have an interim belt. But I just think he ain't interested because he don't think he can win. But, you know, he out here clout chasing Bud, fake calling out Bud, and Bud walking up to him and popping him in his fucking head. He ain't about fighting these guys. T.O. just got a jealousy of black fighters. And it gotta be said. You know, he ain't us because he want to be us, but he ain't us. He want to dance. He want to dance to our music to the ring. He want to do our dances, and he want to dress like us and be like us. Surprised he ain't got no black woman yet. He ain't mentally strong enough to handle one anyway. But yeah, I'm surprised he ain't got no black woman yet. For real. For real. He want to get a taper on the side like us. But he don't really want to get in the ring. Even with Terrence Crawford, he don't want to get in the ring. You think you gonna make more than $10 million fighting Terrence Crawford? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a jealousy of Devin Haney there, and I think it's a fear because he can't box with Devin. He gonna have to catch him. And I think this, even though coming off the Ryan Garcia fight, what's a better time to catch him? You know, $10 million, then you turn around and call out Tank. Like, why? When you could fight Devin and get $10 million. You know what I'm saying? But he came off some performances that he shouldn't, you know, he looked terrible. That performance in Miami, he supposed to stop that guy. Just like his daddy Canelo. He supposed to stop that guy. And he didn't. So you tell me he ain't packing the punch that he did at 35. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't packing that punch that you thought you could pack, I mean, come on, how you gonna go up to 47 and get in there with Brian Norman Jr.? You know what I'm saying? He did all this talking and all this slick talking and all this stuff, man. You know, about, and he really only talk outside his neck about black fighters. He did all this slick talking, all this tongue wrestling, all this lip boxing and all that type of stuff. When it come down to sending an offer and talking about fighting, he ain't really trying to mix it up. I don't really think he want to mix it up with Bud. I don't really think he want to mix it up with Bud. And when Bud pushed him in his head, he gonna act like everybody was holding him back. And Bud stood there. He wasn't gonna do nothing. He's a sissy. That's just what it is. You can get in here and, you know, maybe he feel like Devin Haney compromised. He want to beat Devin Haney at his best. Maybe that's what he feel like. You know? I mean, shit, why not call out Liam Paro? Go over there and unify. Or have him come to America and unify. See if y'all can have something out. But he want to, you know, he got the Brian Norman Jr. fight. They could have fought. He started crying. It wasn't in L.A. It's on a Friday. I want it in L.A. I want to fight in L.A. It's all right, whatever. And, you know, rightfully so. He's done a lot in the game at a young age. But some people got to put in a tremendous amount of work. You know, some people got to put in a tremendous amount of work. And some people don't. You know, some people, they give him the blue carpet treatment. But him turning down $10 million, I mean, shit. And they under the same banner in the Riyadh season, Turkey Al Sheikh banner. So that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And this will probably be your best opportunity to defeat Devin Haney. But he just talking. He just talking. He could have went up and beat Brian Norman Jr. Then turned around and fought Devin Haney at 47. But I don't think he could beat Brian Norman Jr. neither. He is inexperienced, but he rough and rugged and young. So at this point, T.O. done fought twice. You may not see T.O. fight again this year. You may not see T.O. fight again this year. You know? So I don't think anybody gonna shed a tear. But it's always good to see him in there with top opposition because he fight better. The bigger the threat, the bigger the performance he in. He definitely one of the better fighters in the world. We got to give it to him. But when they don't challenge him and they put him in there with guys like What's the name? Kappa, whatever that dude was, or what's the dude that beat Mikey? Sandor Martin, or the last guy that he fought from Canada. They put him in there with some of these guys that he can't rise up for. You know what I'm saying? He ain't as dangerous, but if he turned down 10 million to fight Devin Haney, yeah, he ain't never fighting Devin Haney. So y'all can go ahead and wrap that shit up. Um, so I don't know where Devin Haney gonna go from now. Ryan Garcia rematch, doubt it. So, but Ryan Garcia called him out. Maybe Turkey put the money up for Ryan Garcia and Tio. So we'll see, man. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the Box Streamer playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Kick, Twitch. Check out the Patreon. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Hit the link tree. It's gonna take you everywhere I'm producing content at. But let me know what y'all think about T.O. allegedly turning down $10 million from Turkey Al Sheik to fight Lord Devin Haney. Peace.